Well, hello everybody. Monte here from Monte Plays Games, and we're back with some Ostranauts. Really appreciate all the likes and comments on our initial episode, where we just did like a let's try. We made it all the way through the tutorial, kind of a quick jump into the game to see like if it grabs the channel's attention and all that. I've been having fun with it, so I'm really happy that we are going to bring it to the channel. Very cool stuff. Yes, so I'm gonna poke around in the options because I remembered one of the things here was like some of the shaking and stuff. We could do Celsius instead of Kelvin, autosaves, audio controls. Very cool, like old analog style. But I want 11. Crank it to 11. Or what's the point? Line of sight, parallax. Look at these cool options here. We're gonna be going 4K the whole time. And my goal today is we're going to get a fresh start. So episode 1, let's jump in. Episode 2, let's start over. So we're going to go new game. We're going to click past the static screen, which is kind of talking about the new 0.14 stuff going on. Now, I know this game's been in development for a while. They're planning on 1.0 release in 2025. So that's why I thought, you know what? Let's go ahead and jump on in. Now's the time. I'm not going to wait a year. And we're going to learn together. So I'm looking... not to give all the tips, I'm looking to receive all the tips and kind of show them off as we go. So like I said, today we're going to drop on back. We're going to randomize this a few times. Look at that dude right there. That's a pretty cool futuristic guy. We're looking in a mirror of somewhere, but I don't know about the name Ting Cervantes. But we're going to back up. We're going to create a new character. We're going to spend a lot more time today on the character creation. In the last episode, we just like burned through it just to kind of get the point across. That kind of thing. But Manuel Underwood. No. Donovan Romero. Let's go with Donovan. You can go by Don. Oh, that might be a little... No, let's not do that. Adam... I thought that said Adam National Parks. Adam Nathaniel Parks. Okay, let's not spend more time on that. We can mess with the skin colors there. Does that do two different people every time? No, it doesn't. So that's kind of interesting. So that's kind of cool. We can mess with our hair. We can change the scar on our face. We can change the beard. Oh, I'm going to totally go full beard, though. Let's see if we can make these eyes... Ooh, we can do like multicolored. And that one eye was like all off-centered. Based on where we were looking. Neck, lips, teeth, all these other things I'm not going to mess with too much. I'm kind of happy with this blue-eyed dude right here. Let's go with that. No glasses. And time to say done. Done brought us already to the, so if I go back to the sync mirror, to the career kiosk. So... here we go again, starting on over. This time I'm going to read it because this is going to be a full-out Let's Play. So the story stuff matters. Not that I know what that is. So we're going to learn together. Looks like we got a few more dollars than last time. We started at like 96 bucks. We're 18 years old. So this is our first corporate checkup. The Oyatemiwa MedTech takes a glance at your chart, then at your body, then back at your chart. Immunosuppressed, low bone density, hypervolemic standard condition for a young spacer on K-Leg Station. Born and raised as you were in the weak microgravity of a 33-kilometer asteroid. Wow. Okay, so that's not going to be good for our body. Doc says the insomnia is catching up with you. It's chronic around here, something likely caused by radiation or the lack of sunlight. Your eyes work well enough for now, but they're still bad and they're getting worse. Oh my goodness. 18 years old and rapidly approaching middle age. Your muscles are feeble by Mars standards. Not even by Earth standards. That would they wouldn't stand a chance on Earth. No shit, you say? Yeah, you're no Earther and you never will be. Oh, calm down. A heart monitor beeps and then beeps again. The board tech scribbles a few notes and grants you work permissions. Healthy enough to strip holes in the boneyard, despite everything. So fine with you, closer to the ships after all, and you're going to get one. Okay, so we are a shipbreaker working in the boneyard. And here's our parents, Xavier and Linda, and from Titan and Venus. Cool glasses, Pops. Cool glasses. Our current skills are none and $100 in the pocket, so time to get on with it. I want to seek some adventure for a while. My goal is going to be like maybe be about 30 years old and really kind of work on some of this stuff before we jump into the wild. So seek adventure. Oh, I'm glad this one popped up first. Daily grind. When all's said and done, shipbreaking and scavenging and hustling is a grind. What once was dangerous eventually becomes monotonous. This just so happens to be a phase of your life from which, looking back, you can't remember any interesting events at all. The only thing noteworthy about this particular period of backbreaking 100-hour weeks is that you started doing is what you started doing to cope. So what were we doing during our time to cope? Is it hacking, Fight Club, watch old movies, go ship spotting, suit maintenance, or get a second job as an electrician? I really want to do hacking, but I really want the second job as an electrician. And we might have to do hacking elsewhere. Let's see how many years it takes for hacking. Let's do the second job. What this did was it gave me the skills of shipbreaker, patient, and now I'm skilled in electrical engineering all in 1 year. And we got $200. So this is a lot of here. So get a second job as an electrician, propelled by an intoxicating blend of pride and masochism. You find yourself taking a second gig in entry-level maintenance. Your job officially is to ensure the working condition of Owatimiwa. I'm going to kill that. Eventually, I'll get it right. Consumer-facing assets. But your new coworkers are quick to inform you that what you actually become is the kiosk bitch. The humble kiosk. OKLG is littered with them. The Royal Red Van Buren Pharma, the lime and gray gig nexus, the burnt orange of the refuel station. I remember when we walked onto that station up front, we had to click on those things to, get things to happen. It's not lost on you that in the early days of the colonization rush, these might have been manned jobs, each providing a salaried, healthy enough to keep at least one spacer housed and fed. But why pay a spacer for what a screen can accomplish twice as fast? Plus, you don't have to give a kiosk their death pay bonus after the screen is inevitably smashed to bits by drunk revelers in the OE. Yeah, but who's replacing the smashed screens? See, that's a job. At first, the job doesn't offer much in the way of excitement. Faulty buy button on a pharma box at NoCo Marina. Quick solder job. Refuel kiosk in the port has a stuck slider. Admin reset. Gig Nexus and the Ezekiwi Estates has a screen flicker. Hard smack does it. But soon enough, you discover strange aptitude for electrical maintenance. So it's kind of funny how these things are what caught us to become patient and all that good stuff. So we're going to be able to do these types of gigs once we're like out and about too. So let's seek adventure again. Hey, hack the lock. Perfect. Labor barge locker. Hulk of the black and metal looms all around you as you ride the labor barge out to the boneyard. In the previous episode, we did cut a large hole and we got burnt. So this time I'm going to hack the lock. Nice. We got our hacking and the leadership skill. And a dude with the 2000 glasses. He's a friend. That's good. Better than making enemies. Isaiah Ruiz, the shipbreaker. From K-Leg. Okay, from Ganymede. Very cool, very cool. So we're going to go ahead and hit OK. We're 20 years old now. Let's work on traits just once. What I want to do is get rid of feeble. It always bugs me. The 3 times I've started a new character. Fragile is also bad. Feeble's 2 years though. These little squares indicate how many years it's going to take. So charismatic would take me 3 years to vote on speaking properly. And genius, humorless, Micro G, all kinds of problems. So there is no going back. So now that we've committed, we got to pick something. Visually impaired. I'm going to remove this. Did that work? Oh, it did. Okay. Very cool. So we're 21. We remove that. Let's seek more adventure. I'm going to do a lot of this just to see what we get. Zui, woman calls. You stop what you're doing, mouth dry. So do the dozen or so other day workers in the cramped dormitory, a silver class econo apartment in ASC barracks. That's the signal from the pod next over. They're coming. Outside the door, up the access corridor, you hear the clatter of mag boots marching in double time. A half dozen of your neighbors flee through the back door. Moments later, you hear a series of sharp cracks and screams. Shocker rounds, you hope. You've got a moment to act. What do you do? Whoa, oh my goodness. So we can hide in the air vent. We can bluff. Have nothing to hide. I mean, we don't. Or we fake a pressure alarm. Let's fake a pressure alarm. Or hide in the air vent. Let's fake a pressure alarm. Oh, it's genius. Genius. On some stations, hackers are monitored in the same vigilance as states seeking nuclear capabilities back on Earth. Do they have technology needed to perform a cyber attack? Do they have the motivation, the skills, the opportunity, the support network? This is a good example of why such precautions exist. It's the work of 10 tense seconds to isolate the corridor, and the IOSECs are advancing down. The 3 keystrokes to trigger a vacuum alarm. You hear the thuds as the bulkheads close, trapping them inside. By the time the SysOp can untangle the mess you leave behind, the raid will be neutered by social embarrassment, if nothing else. Some of your dorm mates take advantage of the confusion to slip away, hopefully to a less policed area of the station. If such a thing exists in the barracks. Huh. Odd. I don't really know, but we're a genius for our ideas, so we'll take it. Let's seek some more adventure. Midway through scrapping yet another hulk of the cockpit of your allotted salvage pod, lights up with red telltales. Suddenly you're under thrust. Okay, this is how we got hacking in the first quick play. This time, take the stick, jury rig the engine, or troubleshoot the engine. Dang, we already have electrical engineering. Let's try jury rig it. Mechanical engineering, that's what I was hoping for. Brave and coordinated. I didn't want to double up. I think that's probably possible. This isn't your field of expertise, but the principles of motion are more or less the same anywhere you go. The problem is that one engine is misfiring wildly and counteracting your attempts to correct it. Therefore, the solution is to nullify that engine. Lasering through the engine mount on the hardpoint strangely never came up in the owner's manual, but you suspect if it had, it would be under don'ts. With good reason, as you break through, the engine shears off, taking a part of the pod's frame with it. Oh my goodness, we lost $150. I just noticed that. You limp back into port, but the harbor master is none too happy to hear there's another cloud of debris on his cruise to track. They fine you for their trouble. I'll take that for getting skilled mechanical engineering and coordinated. Let's save some money. Takes 1 year. We're 23. We just made $590, so that kind of made up for that. Not a big deal. Let's do another adventure. You're drinking at the local watering hole after your shift when you see a unicorn. They're the scion of the Iwatimiwa executive. Oh. So they're sneaking out to rub shoulders and bump uglies with the common folk. You wince as they try to pay for their round in one. If it's dollars for the likes of us, friend. If you're careful and lucky, they could be an opportunity. So I could seduce them, start a riot, pick their pocket, mug them, Ooh, I could risk hacking them because we have hacking, or we could get them drunk. I'm going to risk hacking them. Risking, because you had to have hacking, which we got earlier, so that's we don't always get that choice. So risking a glance away from your work, you scan the bar expecting to catch some white hat grinning back at yours, but nobody looks even remotely interested. Where are the hired goons? AUSEC wouldn't let a chump like this go without. Your PDA is starting to radiate heat. Shit. Patrons look on as you claw your way into the PDA's battery compartment and pull the cell. You knock drinks over and speed walk towards the exit, your ears burning with embarrassment. In the doorway, you pause for one more look. The fact that the Scion isn't looking your way tells you all you need to know. Time to go home and check your bank account, or what's left of it. Skilled in hacking. New enemy. Oh, Loyinka Turner, manager. Oh, no. But we scored 2850, and we're ambitious. But we got an enemy. We'll see how that comes and pays us back. So let's seek some more adventure, because why not? I'd like to get some melee skills. She's a real beauty, the Testudo Heavy Lifter 448, and it's a confusing mix of honor and dismay that you're contracted to take her apart. On day 4 of the break, you're welding through a wall compartment when something catches your eye. You snap off the torch and take a closer look. Your breath catches at the sight. Out of sight, a Muria intake regulator, the apex of the defunct company's technical achievements. Today, one of the rarest aftermarket parts in the game. It's popular on other markets too. Maybe Awatemiwa don't need to know about this. Bribe your boss and split the profits. Smuggle it through the black market. Smash it and feel alive. I'm not going to do that to such a rare thing. Risk. Take it for yourself. Because we're patient. Ooh. Smuggle it through the black market. Let's take... Hey, man, we found it. Finders keepers. The moment your site manager signals that they are going for a piss break, you set to work, convinced you can strip the part out and hide it somewhere safe before they get back. But while you manage to uninstall the piece, your manager returns to find you stowing it in a lesser-known air duct of the 448, and there's nothing you can say to convince him that's where it belongs. Your manager calls the infraction, and the Corps has run your trial and developed sentencing before the end of shift. 2 armed officers lead you off-site and straight into booking. The IOSEC run isn't hard time, but it's not ideal either. You're still going to have to get crafty if you want to get out of here with all of your limbs. Time in the brig. We just went to jail. Skills and attributes. Imprisoned prisoner. We got a scar from the handcuffs. We're skilled in unarmed melee. We're suspicious and apathetic, and we're skilled in stealth. Wow. We made 2 enemies. We made a friend. And we made a contact, Carlos Heath, from the criminal from the flotilla. Wow. Wow. Okay. How long were we in jail? We're 25 once I click on that. 28! Oh my goodness. Despite your best efforts, your dream... Okay, so we did a lot. We got a good amount of money. Let's seek a ship. Ooh, I don't know if I want... This is the same one we had last time. It's such a good little starter ship, though, right? There's better ships, but I don't know if I want to go better and be in more debt. Let's take it. Oh, I wish I could know right now, like, what you all think. This is why live streaming. Should I take this ship? Anyway, if not, make sure you let people know in the comments what model or make should you take. What should you wait for? I'm taking this one because I think we're good. We're almost 30 years old. We might be after that last bit. Let's see how that went. Oh, how are we now only 27? How did we go back in time? We were 28, right? Now we're 27? Anyway, I could have also spent a little bit more time getting rid of, like, unfit. Ah, we still had feeble. There is no going back, by the way. This is just our early life. There's everything. Everything that we just learned. I'm just going to scroll through it slow because I've read pretty much all of these things. So it's pretty cool how you get your little backdrop. It's almost like a mini game, like the first few years of your life. A little more interesting than just straight up customer creation. But that's, I think, the character I'm going to make. I think we're going to go with that. And I'm going to hit submit. And here we are in our little tiny room on the space station. The music is jamming. And we're going to be getting to this a little bit more. Next episode, though, I'm going to try to break these down. I don't want these like an hour a piece. So I know that was a lot of time in the character creation, but then we can just call it character creation. But you guys let me know what you're thinking as far as the characters you've created, maybe some options that others should take in that screen of choices. And next time we'll get to turning on lights, getting set up, and going in after our first ship. One thing I do want to look at our new California t-shirt. I was wondering, that looked like blood to me, but I think that's the star and like that's the bear. So if I take the shirt off, okay, good. I wasn't injured. I want to click around a little bit more before I let you all go. So we have our goals. We have our home. We can set our zones on the ship. We have our roster. This is pretty cool where you can actually set like free time, sleep time, work time for crew members, which I've never even had. Never had a crew member. Don't know what's going to happen. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to catch you next episode while we get all prepped to get up on out of here. So thanks for tuning in for some Ostranauts. Something new, something fun. I'll see y'all next time. Keep on keeping on, everybody. Bye.